We're back home in California. Thank you guys for sticking around, hanging out with us in Japan. It was so awesome. Super blessed to be able to share that with you guys. I just want to thank you guys for supporting what we got here going on the channel, because without you guys, all of this would be for no reason. And I say that because it's so cool to see our efforts, you know, us here making content day by day, because we're just small YouTubers, right? We're just small creators, but it's so cool that we were just able to go across the world, meet subscribers, meet new friends, you know, all because of the content that we create here on the channel. So I just want to give a big shout out to everybody who supports what we got here going on in the channel, always tuning in when we drop some new videos. I know we haven't dropped some merch in a while, but whenever we do, I know there's a handful of you guys that always scoop it up right away. So I just want to thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do for us. It really does make us feel special, and it lets us know that everything that we do here, all the content that we create, is not in vain. So again, from the bottom of our heart, thank you from me and Christine at Car Shop Bloom. I just want to give a big shout out to you guys. With that being said, we are back home, back to business. All right, it's a brand new year. Hopefully everybody out there had a good holiday season with you guys' friends and your families. You know, I pray that God bless you guys with a good 2024. We're about to get this, so let's go, guys. All right, let's get it. First order of business, the Skyline. We came back home and this thing is begging for attention. Reason being is because I went ahead and started it up and there's a misfire. The reason being is, I don't know, but I do have a hunch that maybe the spark plugs need to be changed, and that's probably what I'm gonna do first. Hopefully that fixes it. I don't know when the last time the spark plugs was changed on this car. It's a car from Japan, right? It doesn't come with history, at least not that I know of. But from the looks of it, it looks like the car was taken care of. The car does have around 80,000 miles or so, maybe a little less. So it's fairly low miles considering this is a 1998. I don't know when the last time any maintenance was done on the car. You know, I did buy the car 2 years ago, so it's been sitting for a while, and if anything, it is time to get some maintenance done on this car. So we're gonna start off with the plugs, and I'm gonna show you guys what it sounds like right now. Let's turn this light on. For those of you who are new to the channel, this is my 1998 Nissan Skyline sedan that I recently imported. It is a factory turbo manual car, and it is clean as heck, if I might say so myself. So I'm super stoked on this car, super stoked to get this thing going finally, but I do need help registering this car. I haven't registered it yet because I've been dealing with other things, but I'm looking to register this car. So if anybody out there can point me in the right direction, I do live in California, so I already know it's pretty much impossible without spending an arm and a leg. But I'm open to registering this car out of state, so if anybody out there can point me in the right direction, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram, email me. You know, let's get this thing registered so I can start driving this car. I would love to enjoy this car out on the road. I do have a few ideas on how to do it. I just haven't done it yet. But if anybody else believes that they can help me out, let me know. Shoot me a DM. Let's get this thing going, all right? All right, so first order of business. Let's go ahead and start this thing up so I can show you guys what it sounds like. All right, here we go. Let's shut this thing off. That thing sounds like a Subaru, which is not bad. The only thing is, this is not a Subaru at all. So we're gonna go ahead and fix that today. The problem, it's not really a problem, but in order for me to change out these spark plugs, a whole lot of stuff needs to come off. The reason being is because the RBs have this manifold that runs over the top of the engine. I already unbolted the cover, the engine cover. So the spark plugs are under this plate right here. I'm gonna have to go ahead and pretty much remove everything off the top. So the only thing I'm worried about is all the rubber pieces and couplers that I have to remove. I hope I don't rip them because I don't want to spend the money to replace all of them right now because they seem to be working fine. Anyway, I do need to get under this plate to change out the spark plugs. So let's go ahead and start removing all of this stuff. Oh, first try. Don't you just love when you find the size you need the first time? So I got off all the bolts holding in this little cover, including this little bracket holding on this hose. But the back two, you guys probably can't see it too well. Let me see. But the back two did not have bolts on it. So that leads me to believe that this was taken off before, which hopefully means it was serviced before. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and take this cover off and see the coil packs. All right, guys, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. It doesn't look like much has changed, but that kind of sucked. I literally had to take off everything, and I don't know if it's just I haven't worked on cars in a minute, but that was a lot of work to just take off the cover for the coil packs. Now, I still have to go take off the coil packs so I can get to the plugs. That seems easy, but we finally got it off, so now we can go ahead and undo the coil packs so I can go ahead and change the plugs. So it looks like the coil packs were already replaced because the two in the front have black coil packs, whereas the rest of them have like the yellowing OEM styled ones. So I'm assuming this was an issue before. Hopefully it's not the coil packs going out. If not, I'll probably just replace all 6 of them. But we are still gonna go ahead and just replace the spark plugs anyway, because like I stated before, I don't know when is the last time it was done. But that's just something that I noticed as soon as we took the cover off.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
You want?
Oh, thank you. I just had some.
You have some?
So I will be using these plugs as a replacement plug. If you guys recommend something else, let me know. These are the plugs that are recommended to me for stock motor, stock power, stock tune. These should be already pre-gapped from what I'm these should be already pre-gapped from what I am told. I don't have a gapping tool with me, unfortunately, but I will probably make sure that at least by eyeball they look the same as soon as I take the old one out. So I just took the coil pack off. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the old plug and put the new one in. Yeah, actually, that don't look too bad. What do you guys think? I'm probably just gonna throw them in as it is. Okay, so all of the plugs didn't look too bad. There were a couple that were pretty fouled, so I'm hoping they just need to be replaced and the coil packs are all right. We're gonna go ahead and put this mess back together. I'm super shocked at like how much stuff is on top of the engine. I can see why people don't put the coil pack cover back on, because then all I would have to do is just remove this pipe right here and I should be able to get to it. But I'm gonna put the cover back on because it looks nicer. It's gonna keep the rubbish and the trash out of the valley here. I'm gonna go ahead and put all this back together and hopefully that solves our problem. If not, I'm gonna assume it's the coil packs, right? Because we can do some further testing, but the first two are already replaced. So that means that there was an issue with the coil packs going out before. So I might just go ahead and upgrade all of them later. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and start it and hopefully no more misfire.
5 hours later.
So I finally got everything back together. Like I said, I did end up ripping the edge of this PCV hose right here. I should be okay. I might replace it, I might not, but the car is back together. It honestly was not that bad. It just was kind of tedious putting it all back together. A lot of hoses needed to come off, a lot of clamps needed to come off, brackets needed to come off, but it's all back together now. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a start and see if we fix the issue. All right. Here we go, let's see. Still misfiring. Shoot. It's still misfiring.
What does that mean?
All right. So what I'm gonna do is take off everything that I just put back on. And I need to unplug the coil pack one by one and see which one is causing it to misfire. I honestly don't think it's going to be one of the OEM ones. I think it's going to be one of the aftermarket ones in the front if they're not OEM.
Okay, go for it.
No, hell no. I probably will do it. I'm not gonna do it today, it's getting late. But I will go ahead and check out the coil packs and figure out which one is the one misfiring, because I'm like pretty certain it's one of the coil packs now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that in the next couple of days. I'm getting kind of tired. It's getting kind of late, but we'll go on. But I'll check back in with you guys once we go ahead and start working on that. It just sucks because I gotta take all this stuff back apart again. Oh well, it is what it is. We love and we hate it, right? We love it and we hate it. All right, I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. This is the one. It was cylinder number 4 from the front. I'm gonna go ahead and swap it out for the one in the very, very front. And we gonna see. All right, hopefully you can hear this. I'm gonna lift this up. Nothing. No spark. Hear that? So hopefully you guys could hear that. Coil number 4 was bad, so I swapped it over to number 1 and I tried to video the noise. But I pulled number 1, no noise, no spark. So we're gonna go ahead and swap that one out. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and replace it with the OEM one. We're gonna save the R35 coil pack upgrades for later on in the future when we start going for power. But I'm gonna get that on order. It's not gonna be here for a couple of days. So I'm gonna pretty much end the video right here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. 2024 is here. Let's go ahead and smash those new goals together, all right? Thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out and stay good.